is alive, but I see my wallflowers are coming up with alive. So, oh man, didn't get my hair cut again. Up all night. A man who wasn't demented broke into my home. I have a new lock and the second and third stabilizing lock. Another door ordered. And so just a camera that like sends you messages and records. And I shut off my phone, or one of my 3 phones, or my tablet. Now, what I got going on with my hair? Now I'm going to be getting ring cam set up, and that just all the time talks like someone's in your house, someone's at your door. And you hear it whether you have a phone on or not. It talks. So. And I'm right over electrical lines that run right through there, so light would go here. I am so tired. I'm so tired, and yet I'm so wired. So tired, but yet so wired that I can't go to sleep. I feel like going to sleep. Don't know. My son, he went to his room, tried to go to sleep. I went to mine. Separately, I'm watching a squirrel over there. Separately, we both heard a sound in different places. We both got up, and he's like, I heard a sound, I can't go to sleep. I said, I thought I heard a sound. If we live in the woods, there's going to be sounds. I feel a lot better with everything that got put in place today. And I'm really, really grateful that nothing went emotionally and financially took a big dent in me. So I replaced a bunch of stuff today, and I'm going to replace more things. But if this world didn't have the situations it had, I wouldn't have to be doing that. You guys watch out for me for a while I sleep. Well, thank you for your positive thoughts, and those that prayed, and those that asked me questions, and appreciate it so much. And I just want to say that although I hide in the woods and I don't go out, there are people I've known my whole life, going back to even before kindergarten. Down here, there's people I've known going back to my 30s, and I'm 66. I've actually lived in this town. I've lived in this town longer than any place I've ever lived, even though I have roots in places and solid. Wow, I just watched 2, holy moly, there is a squirrel situation. 2 squirrels just chased each other through these trees, holy moly. And now there's a squirrel standoff. And see, I don't know if you can see it, but if you could, there's a squirrel right about in there, and it's going after a squirrel that jumped. Oh, there it is, over on that branch. Okay, so let's see what happens. Hey, thank you guys for listening to me. I'm not usually one who likes to put my head up to conversation. I'll get used to someday maybe having my head in front of the camera more, or eating in front of cameras or things. But in the meantime, thank you. I really do believe in the peacemakers and authorities, and I know there's no amount of anything that is perfect. There's always be someone or something that taints things. But I am blessed that the authorities acted quickly. The gentleman, let's see if I can show you this. I took him right out there. I took him, I hoisted him and lifted him like he was a patient in the old days when I was strong and healthy. Anyway, so he's out the door, out the fence, out the property, out the second fence. The police arrested him to the south of here. I tried to go up the side drive. I asked my friend, like, should I put up bigger and taller fences? Because some are 4 and 6 and 9, and then the front gate. And he said, Now, if people want to go over gates or go through gates, so we came up with this idea. He came up with it. My fences used to be electrified and everything's there. So he's getting the reconnector and my fence will be electrified again. If somebody's gonna get poked, better somebody out there than me in my home. So how are you guys doing on April 1st? No joke. Oh, these little naughty squirrels. Look at the top of that pink area. Squirrel just laying there, and it's going after a squirrel down there. It could be the mom squirrel and another squirrel because she has all those babies up there in the nest. She loves this cedar. And my friend told me today, he's a friend, a childhood friend, is like a daughter to me. My older group of girls that are in their 40s. He told me that it's such a good bug retardant, and you know, it's pretty cool that animals know that cedar limbs and things are good bug retardants, and they use it in their nest to keep bugs away from their babies and their food stash. Anyway, back to me. Oh, I can't wait to get this hair. It's just, I really like the waves more than anything else, so I look forward to getting those back in a little flippy flip again. Dirt on my nose, no big surprise. I live in the woods. Thanks for hanging out with me for a bit.